it's Tim again from HitWorkouts.tv, and as always, I ask that you go to our YouTube channel, click on subscribe so that you can get the latest and greatest videos as they come. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about the 5 best tips for weight loss. Number 1, the very first thing you should be doing, in my opinion, and this is the best method, is to count your calories. Account for every single calorie that goes in your body. You don't have to keep a journal. There are technologies now available to you either on your phone or via the computer or both that allow you to do that. My recommendation would be go to myfitnesspal.com and create an account. They have a community out there. They've got some tools. They have a barcode scanner. If you have a phone that has a barcode scanning capability on it, you can scan any food that you eat that has a barcode. Fast food, that type of stuff is listed in there. So if you're eating McDonald's or Arby's or something like that, most of that information is listed in there. So it's a great tool to use to be able to understand where you're at. Now, I also recommend doing this. I equate it to taking a trip in your car. If you were going to drive from New York to California, you wouldn't not plan ahead. So you would want to make sure that you had enough gas to get there. You want to make sure you had enough money and you allocated enough money and resources to get to your destination. Same thing pertains to your diet. If you're not counting calories, you're flying blind, in my opinion. The number 2 strategy would be exercise. Exercise is great. It tones your body, allows you to burn calories, and also possibility of eating more in the day, which is a good thing. So exercise is great. Diet is better, but exercise is a strategy that I would recommend that you implement with a diet. So it's in addition to, in my opinion. So the number 3 strategy that we're going to be talking about is drinking water. Now, if you're like me, I hate water. I'll be honest, I hate drinking water, but I do it. It's a health decision that I've made. I've gotten used to drinking water. It's not that it doesn't make me gag or anything like that, but it's just not an enjoyable experience. I'd rather drink something that tastes good, like tea or a soft drink or something like that. But water is great. It's a great thing for many reasons. Hydration is the biggest reason. You want to keep your body hydrated, especially if you're doing a lot of exercising. 2, it flushes your body out, toxins and things like that. It releases which is great, especially if you're. A lot of us struggle with water weight issues, and salt has a lot to do with that. Flushing your body with water is a great way to do that. Also, water curbs your appetite. So the benefits are just, there's so many out there. The 4th strategy that we're going to talk about is eating more meals throughout the day. So what I would recommend is that you're calorie counting, obviously like through MyFitnessPal or some place like that. But divide your meals up into 5 or 6 smaller meals. And the reason I say that is not because of your metabolism. It has to do with your hunger. Most of us struggle with those late night cravings. You hit 8, 9 o'clock at night and all of a sudden you're starving to death. One of the reasons why that happens is because you may have gone 3 or 4 hours without eating. So the strategy would be to separate or section out those menus or those meals throughout the day, so that you're eating smaller meals over a span of time. So maybe you're eating every 2 hours instead of every 3 to 4. That's a great way to do it. When you get to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, you can have something small, and then you're not going to bed on an empty stomach, and you're not starving. You don't have that tendency to overeat and binge. The 5th strategy, the last strategy that we're going to talk about, is substituting one bad habit. In other words, taking baby steps. A lot of diets fail because people feel like they have to completely go cold turkey on everything. So what ends up happening is that they end up getting miserable, they get depressed. A lot of us have problems with food, using it for comfort. And then once you feel like you've had that taken away, it gets hard. It gets really hard to stay on a diet. I don't recommend dieting, but what I'm talking about is eating right, eating healthy, being conscious of what you're putting in your body. When I speak of diet, that's what I'm referring to. So in this case, substituting one bad habit. If you're a pop drinker, if you're drinking soda, you'll get that. A lot of people are going to smack your wrist for it. I will say that it is full of sugar, and excess sugar is really bad as far as weight loss is concerned. And it does a number on your stomach, especially things like Coke and Pepsi. There's just so much acid, Mountain Dew, energy drinks. There's just so much acid in these drinks that it's just going to tear you up. But with that being said, a lot of people drink an excessive amount of soda during the day. And just one little modification. Take away your soda, drink something, water, or something else that's lower in calories. Just modifying that one thing, you may lose 5-6 pounds fairly quickly. It's just a behavior modification. Nobody's telling you you have to go cold turkey, you have to cut out everything that you enjoy. Just take one step at a time. Take something that you know is bad for you and remove it, and then substitute it with something healthy, and then repeat, rinse. Do that with something else later. Just take baby steps. Do one thing at a time. See where what your results are, and then modify more. And anyway, that is my 5 tips for losing weight. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I ask you to go out to YouTube and click on subscribe, and I will see you again at hitworkouts.tv. Thanks.